Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to the episode of Let's Play Motorsport Manager. We are still in our World Motorsport Championship series here, but we're with a brand new team, Windsor Racing. The last race we just had with them, we had a fourth place and a fifth place finish, so we got 5 total points. Feels pretty good. We've actually just passed up our actual Broyar Racing team, so, you know, that feels pretty good. And I was looking around, we got plenty of money. We're actually making money. Each race, if we get, you know, places like that especially, we actually make money with this team, which is insane to think about. So I think one thing I'm definitely going to do is, do I have time to design another part? I actually don't know if I have time to design another part. I'm actually going to hold off on that, I believe. But what I will do is go to the HQ and, I don't know, let's get us a helipad or something. We could get some of these other things as well, but let's start with the helipad. That's actually going to get us some better sponsors and stuff. It's only takes 6 weeks as well. Go ahead and knock that out of here. I think that's going to be a huge bonus for us. And let's go check out our mail. Takuchi tops the sheets and things. All's good. Interview. Vidal was beaten by Plembeck today. Would you consider bringing him in next season? Perhaps it's a little bit too early. Oh, I didn't mean to drop your morale. I'm sorry. Front wing build finished. We'll get to that here in a moment. Car repairs are done. Let's go improve parts. Let's make sure we're improving that new front wing instead. It does have risks, so we're not going to bother with, you know, the reliability because we don't care about that. We're not going to put it on our car, but the rest of this looks good. 22 days after race, so we're not going to get everything quite maxed out, but hopefully we get it closer. Oh, it looks like we're going to have some couple sponsors coming in here soon. Alright, let's go ahead and check out our sponsors real quick. Honestly, any of these, we'll just take them up front because we're probably not going to take this bonus thing anyway. So we'll just take this one, just get a little bit of extra upfront money. It actually just pays for our helipad right there. So that feels pretty good. What are we looking at here? Everybody's pretty happy, pretty healthy, pretty good. Good stuff. Good pit crew, man. Is this what it feels like to have a good pit crew? Everything else is looking okay. We get to our next race pretty quickly here. We'll definitely stick with the 8th or above, I think. I think we can very solidly predict that. Anything I want to change with parts? I mean, I hadn't looked at him. Let's look at him this time. I mean, if he's our better racer, let's make sure he has the best parts. $23.44, $23.69. Wet tires and inters. Do we have it could actually be wet, so let's actually go ahead and take a chance. It's possible it doesn't work out in our favor, but let's take a chance and run those because that could be useful if it does turn out that way. And then we'll give you the 1608, keep you on the 1605, give you 1820, 1848, 1825. Just make sure you have all the best stuff, Mr. Eicher. What's this one? Weight stripping. I mean, it's still better. Actually, that one's better right there. 1561. All right, we'll go with that. Give him some really good parts. Maybe that'll actually give him a chance to be more competitive. We'll see. Did really good last race, though. Pretty happy with that. Last race of the season. Still can't believe we lost our team. Ugh, it hurts so bad. Hurts so bad. Oh well, lesson learned. Don't try and go for a position that you might have a chance of not getting. So do not budge at all from those predicted positions. I thought for sure, I was like, oh, let's go for 3rd if we get 4th. That's close enough, right? Nope. Nope, not at all. All right, so we're not going to load setups. We're going to just tune this in the good old-fashioned way. Just lock that in for now. Super softs, please. Same for you. Wow, speed balance is way up there. Which one of these? This does speed balance more. Whatever, go something like that. Just trying to get it in the middle, and then we can adjust from there. Alright, start with the racing trim. Same for you. Good stuff. And go. Very windy track. Alright, come on. Let's see if we can get these locked in. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just pick its direction on basically everything. Go with that. Go, go, go. I guess I didn't have to go quite as big on some of the ones that were good, but it'll be alright. Okay, we know that one was way off. That's good to know. Alright, so it didn't really get much better. We went from good to good. It's possible it's in the middle there somewhere. Let's assume that it's in the middle there. And then you went from good to good here, so the handling's probably smack dab in the middle of those two. And then went from okay to good, so probably a little bit more than the speed balance. Let's go something like that. Very poor across the board. Well, that's not the direction. So went from good to very poor, so that's easy to fix. Way up that way. Maybe not quite as much. Went from poor to very poor, so we definitely know it goes the other direction here. And then good to very poor. Maybe not quite that much. Don't like that. Try that. Just like that. Excellent across the board. Yeah, that's how you do that. But stints, we want to go out as much racing as we can get just to get this maxed out quickly. And there we go. Great, great, excellent. Pretty good. 95%. We can lock this in a little bit better. Alright, so we went from good. We'll just look at this one. From good to excellent. Or good to great, I should say. Probably just a smidge more this direction, if I had to guess. And then poor to great. Actually, the handling may be right on the line here. Oh, we actually missed the downforce. We got the handling, but missed the downforce here. Well, I can bring that back to great at least. And we at least know it goes just a smidge the other direction. So this was great. Yeah, let's try that. There we go. Just like that. Everything else looks good. We're only going to need like a couple laps, so we're not going to go any more than 3 laps here. Let's go and bring them both back in. We should hit 3 just before they pit in. Oh, I'd say that. Okay, never mind. You go out for one more lap. And then you can swap over to the qualifying. Oh, there we go again. I keep doing that every once in a while when I come out of that screen. Oh, I was going to change tires. That's alright. Again, I don't really care about the other tires. I'm never going to run them. I guess I could have done inners or something like that, but I don't think I would have got those locked in time. If we just get the qualifying trimming, I would be happy with that. Oh, did you guys not finish? Whoops. Nope, that's not what I want. Alright, why can't I send you back out? Is it because it's less than a minute? I guess so. Oh, no, he's coming back in. Never mind. I was just looking at it wrong. I looked away for a second, I looked back, and I was like, wait a minute, what? I lost track of my guys. So we did get up to at least rank 2, so that's this thing, I guess. It's fine. Not too worried about the qualifying, honestly. As long as we qualify ahead of the sponsor objective, that's all that really matters. And it's going to be raining, though, so I mean, there's that. Everything else looks okay. Let's go ahead and simulate. Now, the problem here with raining on qualifying is that if the rain suddenly lets up and everybody else gets better tires all of a sudden, then it just really throws you into out of whack, I should say. So it can be crazy. There it goes. The rain did let up, and we barely avoided elimination because of that. Like, a lot of these guys actually got times on some faster tires than we did. Looks like our best times were on wets, and some of these guys got good times on inners and things like that. But if it's not raining here, then I think we'll be okay. Maybe not. Wow, we are not going to be able to place here. That is fascinating. I thought we were actually going to be really good, but for some reason this is just not our track. Maybe the wet stuff threw us off again. I don't know. Wow. Well, never mind then. Hey, those Broyar racing guys up there at 6th and 7th. We missed a little bit of money off the qualifying, but it's not the end of the world. It's interesting, the other turquoise guy didn't make it. Panther racing teams suck more than a vacuum cleaner. Okay. Interesting way to put that. Alright, so it is going to be pretty wet. Wow. This is going to be some interesting choices here. I mean, do we start with inners? Do we just go straight to wet? I think actually inners will be just barely not good enough for this section here. I don't think I can lock that in place. So the section right there that you see right here, it's a little high for inners, but all the rest of it is perfect for inners. I actually think we stay on inners and just eat those couple laps of being a little maybe I don't know, optimal, if that's the right way to put that. So yes, I want to change to hitters. It's a little bit crazy. but I feel like it could be the right move. Could be a mistake. We'll see. I mean, it does get really wet, but only just for a couple laps. And then the one we do pit, you know, down this way, we might put wets on because it looks like a little more of that is in the wet range. I think they suit the weather conditions. Wow, Chi, 4th place, or 2nd place qualifying. Good for her. I mean, it's definitely not wet now, so I don't know how they say we're not fitting the conditions at the moment. It's definitely not good enough for wets just yet. And even around the lap, you know, 4 or 5, around that range, it's still just at the top end of the inners. Oh, she's in 1st place. Good for her. Yeah, because you can see all the inner guys are at the top right now. So the wet's further down, the inners at the top. Now, as this gets more wet here in a few minutes, maybe it flips back around because maybe we are doing the wrong thing. But I think I'm pretty happy with it for now. Drop this down to push for now, just not put too much heat in the tires. This is a very personal, you know, we're chasing down Chi here. It just feels very personal. We're going to ignore you. Yes, it's wet, but it's still, inners are okay. At this level of wetness, you're at the top end of what inners can be okay with. So, no, we're okay. Stop stressing it. Now we do need to make it pretty far, so we're actually going to drop down to high. I want to stretch out the fuel a bit more. In fact, we might as well just drop down to medium. Just try and stretch out the fuel. Alright, so now we're going to start getting a little bit more outside the range of the inners. So it's possible we can start losing some spaces, or some places I should say, here soon. We'll see. We'll see. This is the risk. This right here coming up is the risk. Oh, she's dropping down. Oh, she pit. Okay. She pitting for wets. If we can just make it past these couple of laps, then we're going to be okay. Just got to make it past these couple of laps here. Maybe dangerous, though. Then maybe asking for it here. I'm actually going to go conserve. I'm going to go very... Just don't go too crazy on your steering and stuff like that. These wet guys are going to start passing us, it looks like, again. So, you know, I guess there's that. They're also just the really good drivers, so... I don't know, kind of take it with a grain of salt. But once we get past this here in a second, it's going to start drying back up again. And I think we're going to be pretty happy. I mean, maybe we should have pit earlier to go back out for wets, but it's just so up and down that if we can get past this little bit, go for a couple laps, you know, where it's back down again on the inners, it's very likely we're going to come back out on inners again as well. It's hard to say. I'm actually going to drop it down low. I just kind of want to see if I can stretch this out a little bit longer. Got plenty of tire tread. And it is coming back down into the range the inners are okay. So I'm just going to chill here. We could probably go back a little bit more on pushing with the tires because we're actually back in the range where inners are okay. Alright, we're going to have to pit one of you guys here first. Go ahead and pit you first. I think we have... Yeah, we should have enough to get one more lap with the other one. So now here's the big question. Do we come back on wets now? I think we do wets here in the middle stretch, and then we do inners to finish it off. We're going to need wets, what? Up to about lap 20. So I think 11 laps where we can max it out is okay. fact, the pit stop's not really going to change that much. We'll just leave it balanced. Yeah, I mean, we're on better tires right now than those guys are. We're passing these guys at the moment. We are about to come back on a wet, which is going to put us back even again. You can go ahead and go back to high, because we are going to go ahead and schedule your pit. Makes it fast. Will make a difference. In fact, you might actually be okay on overtake. Alright, let's go ahead and pull you back up to overtake and attack for the moment. I think you'll be okay, right? You'll get all the way back around. Yeah, you should be fine. Should be just fine. Alright, so once we get over that hump, then anything after that hump, we can go back to intersect at any point during that time. Probably the sooner the better, actually. Probably want to burn as much fuel as we can, and just basically around lap, what, 16? Anything past lap 16, probably lap 17 will be okay, because we want to make sure we can get plenty of fuel to finish this, but anything past that, which should be okay on swapping back over. It's about to get really wet here soon. She's just ahead of us. Wow, what have they done to her car to let her be this good on rain? That's impressive. Why couldn't you have done this well when we needed you to do it? I think it'll line up perfectly with the fuel of when we need to swap back to enters. Let's go and push this back up to push for now. Looks like Cheese about to pit. Got Urquhart right on our tail. Just a couple more laps and then we will swap everything back. Don't worry about the fuel. I gotcha. I gotcha. We'll drop you down to medium now. I'd like you to get at least 2 more laps. I guess I'd like you to get at least 3 more laps, so we'll drop you down to medium as well. Although it's tempting to go ahead and pit you now, but I think the next round is going to be fine. Okay, we will schedule your pit now and bring you back out on enters. It's going to be borderline, but I think you'll be okay. Fuel options, fill you up. Actually, it's only going to be like 9 laps left, so we'll drop off a gallon of fuel or a lap of fuel, whatever you want to call it. And we'll go ahead and come back on fast. Alright, come on guys, let's keep this up. Let's go. Right, go ahead and pitch you. Bring you out on enters as well. Fill you up. Drop off a couple laps, that'll be fine. And everything else looks good here. Pit strategy. Fast doesn't really make that much difference. Does shave off 2 seconds though. Let's try for it. Kind of getting a yellow flag here. I think it's just for a sector though. Alright, so you are coming out on your pit. Just go on crazy out for now. See if we can get you back into this. The fact that you came out on inners ahead of anybody else should give you a slight advantage of getting back into this thing. It's actually a very long pit lane. Alright, there we go. And we're off. 10th and 11th. We don't need a pit again for the entire rest of the race. Everybody else is still on wets. Maybe we can make up some ground before they have to pit. The top ranked guys, they're pitting for their last time now, so we're not going to be able to pass them, unfortunately. They came back on a wets though. Okay, we'll see. We'll see, maybe. Maybe I'm making a mistake. Don't know. Keep it on the fuel. Are we gaining any ground? I feel like we're gaining a little bit of ground, aren't we? Maybe not. We might not be able to get top 5 here. We got past 5th there. Okay, we got 3rd, and they're back out on wet, so it's possible if our tires do end up staying good. I mean, they're going to be so borderline. I mean, the wets are still going to be good as well, so I actually think they're going to be okay. We'll see how close that line is. Four laps left when we cross the line here, so we got a decent amount of fuel left. I don't think we're going to hold on to 4th place, but we should be able to stay top 5 pretty easily here. You know, unless something bad happens, obviously. Right, 3 laps when we cross the line. We're going to be borderline. Let's drop you down to high, drop you down to high. Not burning quite as much fuel at this point. We're not chasing down anybody. We're just kind of holding off, you know, that 7th place. So let's kind of stay where we're at. Two laps left. Still got a decent amount of fuel. I have a feeling his excess fuel is about to go away, though. Get under a lap left, or get close to it. We'll have to drop him back down. Final lap. Nah, we're going to be okay. I'm going to go ahead and drop you down just to make sure. But I think we're going to be okay here. Got to hold off that 7th place guy coming up behind us, but I think we should be well ahead of him. Be okay with that. Looks like Broyar Racing is, they're down. I mean, Lau might make top 10 here, it looks like. I don't know, maybe we would have been better on wets. It's hard to say. It is so close to the line of where wets and inners are good. I think I'm okay with what we chose, though. We made top 5 like we wanted. Got a couple more points. Show those Broyar Racing losers, you know, how bad they are. I'm not bitter at all, by any stretch of the imagination. Cool. That felt pretty good. I think I'm pretty happy with that one. Got 17 points off of this. I mean, we're way ahead of those Broyar Racing guys now. I think we're gonna have a pretty good season this next season. So there's that, I guess. Not quite what I expected to happen, but you know, what can you say? Aw, we didn't make money this time, but we also didn't lose hardly any money either. All right, the 2025 championships are, of course, Scuderia Rossini. Not even remotely... Oh, no, I'm sorry. What was that one then? Oh, that was just the top racer. This is the top team, which is Steinman. Which, again, those are the two best teams, two best sets of racers. No surprises there whatsoever. And again, I've said this before. I mean, that's the big thing about this top tier of the championship is that the really good teams don't move away. They don't go on to another championship somewhere. So they're just going to stay that good. We just have to try and catch up and eventually be better. It's a lot harder to get to the top of this last tier than it is some of the other tiers because the other tiers, the good players move away. All right, well, that is the end of that episode. Next episode, we will have our in-between kind of bonus episode where we get ready for next season. I'm going to check real quick. Would be hilarious if Broyar Racing was at risk right now, but again, I expect that they will they'll be able to make a good chunk of the way through the next season before they actually have anybody that's at risk or anything like that. So we shall see. But yeah, I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.